Okay then, so the Classic Hot Rod Grand Final to go at the big gate now then for the fourth race of the night. So a very big entry of Classic Hot Rods here tonight. 13 cars, one less car than last week, Mendips, but still a respectable entry of the Classic machinery here at Ringwood tonight. So 3 heats so far this evening, and it's been a very interesting night so far. Heat 1 was taken by Adam Turner, 447, Heat 2 by Callum Thorne, 68, and Heat number 3, number 30, David Ryan. So the white grade in front of us now, 34, John Mather, in a borrowed car this week, alongside him, 53, Nigel Foster. Back to your 2 white tops. Yellow graders, 175, Sims in the Vauxhall Chevette, and 190, Wayne Pearson. One more car to join us round in the yellows is H524, Yellow Winkle, who just gets blindsided by number 30, David Ryan, who's trying to be in good position. Well done, David. And he will park into the back of the yellows. The blue grey, just letting them sort themselves out. We've got 36 Ray Anderson in the Mark II Escort, 389 Simon Lee the Dark Horse in the Starlet, 83 Bensington in another Mark II Escort, and the Mark I Escort number 30 David Ryan. Reds, the Ford Anglia of 145 Scott Kingston, the Toyota Starlet, 79 Owen Potter, and there's also the RS200 of 447 Adam Turner in that. Back of the grid, the Mark II Escort, the Irish and English champion, the 68 Callum Thornton, and Southern champion as well, I should point out as well, who won that title at Mendips last week. And a yellow flag goes up then with this one then, grand final time for the Classic Hot Rods, 20 laps coming your way here at Ringwood tonight. So round turns 1 and 2 they go then. So can any of the heat winners do the double, we wonder? We'll find out in a few moments' time then. Okay, rest on a rise. And the green flag goes down for the Classic Hot Rod Grand Final, race number 4 of the evening gets underway then. Through amongst the yellow grade already, that's always a really good start, but round turns 1 and 2 okay then. 34, John Mather is your early race leader on the far side. And down the far side go the rest of the field behind. 36 Ranson holds off a huge train of cars behind him. They've got at least 9 cars in that train now, all trying to look for a way past. They've got 3-1 on the far side there, 175 seems on the inside, and round goes H524 Yellow Winkle. He's our first spinner of the race onto the infield on the back straight. That could have been a lot worse than it was, thankfully. And 190 Wayne Pearson crashed into the side of Simon Lee's stationary car, and got a big pipe down here. No pass up and over the banking there. Nearly our first rollover of the afternoon, well, second rollover of the afternoon. Stevens rolled it in Heat 3. A huge one there for Owen Possum, 79. That's his second big crash of the day after a big collision with, I think it was Simon Lee in one of the heat races. 145 Scott Kingston goes tank slapping off to the centre green after some contact with 68 Callum Thornton. We're going to see a theme relating here when Callum and Scott meet on track in Classic Hot Rods. But the rest of the field comes coming on through then. Your top of the higher graders, I think, is David Ryan, number 30 from the blue grade. He's up into 3rd place now, I think. Chasing the back 175 seems in the Toyota Star, in the Vauxhall Chevette rather. Simon Lee versing his way down the home straight. Frederick is holding off 3 cars. But so far then, a lively getaway from the classics in this race, but so far nobody's retired yet. There's been no major damage sustained. Like I say, then John Mather's just rejoined after hitting the inside wall, then put a wheel back on the Mark I. So down the far side then, 68 Callum Thornton gets past Stevens lane 175. He is up into the top 5 now. The top 5, Callum Thornton has won 4 finals in 4 meetings in the Classic Hot Rods today, going for 5 this afternoon here at Ringwood. But can somebody break the streak? We'll find out in probably around 13 laps time. David Ryan going for the race lead. Meantime, side by side of turn 4 between Scott Kinton and Ray Anderson on the home straight. Kinton on the inside in the lone Ford Anglia here today. Nobody else braving that car this afternoon, but Scott is so, and doing well in it this season. Number 30 David Ryan is still your race. He's now your race leader. Off 15 Josh, long time race leader, goes to the centre green. They got caught up. I think that was with 447 and 2. Got tangled in front of us as Ray Anderson gets classed in the door by 524 Yellow Winkle from Holland. Number 30, 289, 68, 447 and 145 the top 5. 53 Nigel Foster's got some heavy front end damage after his meeting with the home straight fence in fairly spectacular fashion. But number 30 David Ryan's now been reeled in now by 389 Simon Lee. So it's David Ryan and Simon Lee for the top 2. Starlet versus Escort. London versus Sheffield. Whatever you want to brand it as. We've got the Bedfordshire-based driver Callum Thornton being through into 3rd place now as well. He's catching heavily in his Mark II Escort on the far side. A2 versus looking for a way past the Vauxhall Chevette of Steve Evans on the far side. Going into turn 3. They've got the Missile, which is 79 and possibly behind them. So I think the Escort's trying to get through on the inside before that Starlet comes looming in his mirrors, but I think it's too little too late, and 3 goes on the far side. So it's still going to be 30, 389 the top 2, 68 is next. So the top 3 now, line astern as they go down the far side there. Nothing can separate these 3, any one of these 3 could win it. To be fair, any one of the top 5 could win it at this point in time, as they are all so close together. This is one of the closest races we've seen all season from the Classic Hot Rods, as we go on to lap number 16 out of 20 in this Classic Hot Rod Grand Final. We're in the closing stages now, in the last 5 laps. So 389 only trying to get down the inside of the number 30 car of David Ryan, but he can't quite make it. 68 Clem trying to go around the outside of 389 Simon Lee. Can't do it this time. Lee going for a huge dive on the inside of number 30 David Ryan, but it's not going to happen for him in this race for the Classic Hot Rods. 39 Simon Lee has dropped right back, and 68 Thornton's all over the back of him, trying to get 2nd place round the outside, but there is not an outside line here at Ringwood tonight. Nobody's going to make it move, and I think we just have now 2 more laps to run in this Classic Hot Rod Grand Final here at Ringwood tonight. Into turns 3 and 4 they go. So he's still number 30 David Ryan, your race leader, as they come up to turn 4. He got a huge moment on the home straight. Oh, that was close. Teamfield Banky. Very nice. He goes down the outside. He's got pushed aside by the Regio 30 David Ryan. And 68 Thornton goes through for 2nd place. Let's go to the final bend. And 30 David Ryan's going. 68 Thornton runs wide. 39 Simon Lee trying to get back down the inside. And 30 Ryan gets it from 68, 389. And the rest of them come storming on through in a very lively ending to Classic Hot Rods Grand Final here at Ringwood tonight. Absolutely classic stuff from the Hot Rods, and that's what Hot Rod racing should be all about. Close racing such as that. Okay then, results time of Classic Hot Rods Grand Final then. So an interesting race as you saw. So your race winner, without a shadow of doubt, was number 30 David Ryan. 2nd, 68 Callum Thornton, and 3rd, 389 Simon Lee. 4th, 447 Adam Turner. 5th, 145 Scott Kinton. 6th, 79 Owen Potter. 7th, 83 Ben Singleton. 8th, 175 Steve Evans. 9th, H524 Yellowwinkle. And 10th, 190 Wayne Pearson. So one's going to numbers for you. 30, 68, 389, 447, 145, 79, 83, 175, H524, 190, 11th is 36, 12th is 34, and 13th is 53.